Boxing King Media in association with Boxro. Christopher Luteke. Have you got a nickname?
Not yet.
So we need to work on a nickname. So you're about to turn professional. You're from up north, from Sheffield, but you're going to base yourself at the Rainham Boxing Club with the Tibbs family. So just tell the fans a little bit about your amateur background. You fought for Congo, yeah?
Yeah. So, quick background. I boxed about 10 years in England. Boxed for England as a youth level. Won 5 national titles. I got 8 regional titles. I boxed for England as a youth. Got a silver medal at the 3 Nation. So I was number 2 in Britain once. And then I always wanted to go to the Olympics. And then the opportunity came in 2019, I believe, to qualify for to start getting ready to qualify for the Olympics and go to the Olympics for 2020. And then so I chased that opportunity. And then unfortunately I got cut like a week before the Olympic qualifiers. I think it's that or one of them. I got caught somewhere, so I couldn't qualify because I had to take time out. And then, long story short, and then I got the opportunity to go to the World Championship last year, which I went. I did okay, did very well. Boxed in Olympia in my first fight. Second fight, I lost a kid who I believe boxed Ben Whittaker in the semi-final at the European qualifiers, and they gave me a world ranking. So I've got a big amateur experience, which I'm excited about, and then I've learned a lot throughout the years.
And obviously I've seen videos of you sparring. You could definitely fight. So what kind of weight are you going to be fighting at?
Well, we're looking at the moment, we're going to start off light heavyweight and then gradually work our way down to super middleweight for titles. But whichever one I feel comfortable at, but we'll start off at light heavyweight. I feel like super middleweight there's no one really concrete at the moment. So I'll probably go down super middleweight, collect titles, and then move back up to the light heavyweight and then clean up.
And what made you move down here? Obviously train with Mark Tibbs because it's a long way from home, innit?
No, that's very true. Yeah, I feel like with my boxing styles, I was looking professional-wise, like what coaches will suit my style. And for me, in my personal experience, I felt like London would be the best place for me. So I moved down to London, tried different coaches, and then stylistically, we didn't really gel with some. And me and Mark, since we work together, we gel well, and we get on, and you know, and I've been a fan of his work throughout the years. I've seen what he's done to the likes of Dillian White, other boxers, Richard Riakporhe. So I've always been a fan. So then we get on quite well, and I feel this is a good match.
And he's a very nice dude as well. That's probably key. He's very easy to get on with.
Yeah, he's an easy person to get on with. Like, you know, he's a very easy person to get on with. He knows his boxing, and I like the fact that he doesn't have to over-explain things. So even when I'm sparring, there's just 1 or 2 words, and then I know what he means, and I like that. I like people that it's a calm, because it's a violent, not violent sport, but it's a sport where you want people to be calm. So with Mark, he'll just tell you 1 or 2 things, and I get it, rather than raising your voice, which is quite good. We get on very well.
And then promotion-wise, have you got anything lined up?
At the moment, no one can ever say, but at the moment, all I can say is, well, I've been in conversation with two good people, and that's all I can say. So hopefully, by end of the month, we should be having some great announcements coming up.
Good stuff. And I just want to get your opinion on, you know, the story that's shocked the boxing world this week. Conor Benn failing a drugs test because of an adverse finding, and it's key to mention that obviously he's not guilty until obviously proven guilty. For now, it's just a test that's obviously failed. What's your views and opinions on it all since finding out about it?
My opinion on it, I think, is boxing, and we can't really, until he's proven himself, we can't really make any judgments on it. And the only problem, I feel bad for him now because no one's going to believe anything he says. So in his last 4 fights, no one's going to believe anything he says. But I think until he proves himself, they might need to give him a chance to prove his innocence. If you can't, string him to the pole. But until then, I feel sorry for the undercard boxers. So a lot of undercard fighters, they can't fight. You know, they're perspired, and then a lot of fighters, I know one personally, she was trying to make weight, and I feel sorry for her because now her fight's cancelled. So I feel more sorry for the undercard fighters because now, especially if you're trying to make weight, it's frustrating having your fight cancelled 2 days before.
Definitely, man. And what do you kind of learn about that from, you know, as a young fighter coming up? Because obviously you could take anything. Like, you know, let's just say if Conor's innocent and he's mistakenly took some sort of protein powder or whatever, I don't know. It must scare you, that, innit?
No, 100%. I think that's why, like, with boxing, you have to make sure that any prescription drugs you take or anything you want to have a look, always check it. So as people with experience, so if I had any prescription or anything I wanted to take, any supplements, I'll ask people around me. Or yet, there's companies that's proven tested, so you know you can use them. instead of using the newer ones that you're not too sure on. If you're not, best advice I can give any boxer, if you're not too sure, just ask. That's what I would do. If I'm not sure on something, I'll definitely ask, because until you're proven innocent, no one's going to believe you. Now Conor, his credibility's gone down. Like I was speaking earlier, his stock has gone down. Everyone's going to think he's a drug cheat, which that's not very good for his marketing, how it comes across.
100%, Chris. And obviously, is there anything else you'd like to say? Anyone you want to thank, or anyone that's part of your journey that you want to mention?
Just want to thank everybody that's helped me to get here. To be honest, there's not Iron Team, so it's been we've all come together. I just want to thank everybody that's played a part in my success. And this is just the start of the journey. We've got an amazing journey coming up. Some amazing things have been put into place. So once I start boxing, we have an amazing time scale of how we like to get to the top. And I'll tell everybody to tune in for an amazing ride.
Just let the fans know where they can follow you on the socials.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Luteke, so that's CLUTEKE. And yes, just follow me on my Instagram. Everything else will be there. Facebook, don't really use it, but you can check my name, Christopher Luteke. And yeah, I'm open to fight the best. I think I said that recently, but I think we don't have that a lot in boxing. There's a lot of prospects, especially at super middleweight to light heavyweight. So I like to test myself against some of them. In the next year and a half, once I've got the experience, I'll most definitely like to be in the ring with, can't say any names, but I'm friends with most of them. But there's a few that I feel like I beat right now. So once I get the experience, I'd love to get in the ring with them. It'd be very good.
Well, Chris, I wish you all the best on your journey, and I'll be keeping an eye out for you. And I said at the start of the interview, I've seen you fight before. I've seen you in spars. You can definitely fight, and I think fans are in for an exciting ride when you get in the ring.
Yeah, thank you very much. I had a video that went viral, which I apologize to my sparring partner. I didn't share it, but that was a very good. I think we got 150k views on it, so that was very good. I got different styles, so I think if anyone ever get their hands on it, you see me, pinging it with just one hand, so I can box orthodox, southpaw, aggressive, come forward, backwards. I like to say I'm an all-rounded fighter, and I'm happy for this journey, and I like to show people rather than tell them. So I'm looking forward to doing that.
Good man. I will take that as a public apology to your sparring partner who wasn't too happy about you sharing that video. Yeah.
No, 100%. It wasn't me that shared it either, but yeah. So I think sparring is a thing where it has to stay behind closed doors, and he showed me that respect, so I have to return that kind of respect. Yeah.
Chris, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.